I'll sign off on this overtime pay, but I would like a breakdown by department.
Of course. I'll get it to you first thing in the morning.
Mom? Sorry, I didn't realize you were still working.
Oh, it's okay.
Could we have a few minutes alone?
Yeah. Darcy, could we take a break, please?
Sure.
Thank you. What is it?
It's Lulu. She's awake.
What's going on with Lulu? Why isn't she trying to find her mom or the rest of her family? Her mind's fine. She knows where home is. She used to live with Lois in Brooklyn and at the Quartermain house. And when Danny showed up, why didn't she just tell him, "Go get your mom. I live here. I'm not wandering around Port Charles for 2 weeks hoping Dante stumbles across me." Seriously, GH, let's get it together. And Cody. How does he sit right next to Lulu's hospital bed and not recognize her as the hitchhiker from before? Was he temporarily blind? On another note, we know Chad Duell is leaving, but is Michael getting recast? It feels like a revolving door at this point. Also, heartfelt condolences to Lynn Herring. She just lost her husband, Wayne Northrop, who was 77. Fans will remember him from Port Charles as Rex Stanton, and of course, as the original Roman Brady on Days of Our Lives. Keeping Lynn in our thoughts during this difficult time. Now, back to Jason. GH keeps pushing him as this self-sacrificing hero who'll claim Sasha's baby to protect Michael. The rest of us? Oh cool, so he's covering for a deadbeat who won't take responsibility for his own kid. Finally, how's Cyrus going to spin his decision to move Lulu out of the state once Laura inevitably confronts him? Can't wait to see that mess unfold. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. I miss the old Drew, Billy Miller's Drew. Ever since this version left Carly, he's been a shadow of his former self. The whole sacrificing himself by going to prison for Carly thing, it broke him, and once Jason returned, it was like the writers didn't know what to do with him. They've done both the character and the actor dirty. Now about Rick. I'm not a fan, but let's be real. Everything he told Christina? Spot on. It's exactly what anyone with a shred of common sense has been thinking. And yes, it's true. Chad Duell is leaving GH. I saw the rumors, so I looked it up. He admitted it was a tough decision, but that's all he shared. No word yet on a recast, though. Oh, and are we seriously skipping the Quartermain Thanksgiving this year? No pizza, no chaos, nothing. Disappointing. Sigh. They're just taking away all the good stuff, aren't they? Rick? Seriously, my God, he is the absolute worst. That court case was wild. The way he went after Christina, it was straight up abusive, and the ADA barely lifted a finger to stop him. Why didn't they bring up the photos? Or back Christina by pointing out her PTSD, especially after that breakdown at the restaurant? Sure, technically Ava's not guilty, but the writing feels skewed. Christina's being painted as the villain, and it's not fair. Rick's plan must have worked because Molly looked like she accepted it all as a tragic accident. If I were Alexis, I'd be plotting his downfall. That said, even if Ava had pushed Christina, Rick did exactly what a defense attorney should. He made Christina look impulsive, emotional, and more concerned with confronting Ava than protecting the baby. He didn't need physical evidence. Just the emotional stress alone could have endangered the baby. He knew exactly what buttons to push, and he pushed every single one. And honestly, he did his job perfectly. He wasn't there to coddle Christina. He was there to dismantle her credibility, and he succeeded. Christina's either lying or can't face the truth, and Ava's technically innocent. Hate him all you want, but Rick nailed it. Bringing Rick back was a stroke of genius. His courtroom performance was top tier. He wasn't abusive. He was doing exactly what defense attorneys do in real life. And let's not forget, maybe Natalia was the one lying all along. I'm already bored with Lulu. She's smart enough to escape turning woods because Cyrus is dangerous, but apparently not smart enough to go to her mom, the mayor, for help. and forget about going to Dante the cop. Because why ask law enforcement when you think you're in danger, right? It's hard to buy that Lulu is as intelligent as we're supposed to believe. She went to her house, sure, but surprise. No one was there, except a random kid yelling, "Stranger danger." Did Laura even live there anymore? And where exactly was she supposed to find Dante? Things just aren't adding up for her, and frankly, it's hard to watch. Let's break this down. Lulu thinks she's in danger, but her first move is to go where she thinks her kids are? Who does that? If she had half a brain, she'd head to the police station. Even if Dante wasn't there, any cop could help. And for the record, yes, Laura and Kevin have lived in the same condo since they got married, so it's not like she had to hunt them down. But then again, she woke up thinking it was only a couple of days after the explosion. She overheard Cyrus telling the doctor he was transferring her with Laura's permission. So maybe she's questioning if Laura is in cahoots with him? Fair enough. Still, she went to the only place she felt safe, her home. Now she's just starting to realize it's been years, not days, since the explosion. But if this is supposed to showcase her cleverness, it's not quite landing. Sasha and Michael's child could become a GH legacy in the making. This baby will be biologically tied to some of the biggest names in Port Charles history, connecting iconic characters and even rekindling memories of famous love triangles. Think about it. This child will be biologically linked to Carly, Jason, and Robin, an infamous trio. But it doesn't stop there. The baby also ties into legends like Robert, Holly, and Luke. It's like a greatest hits album of GH history, all in one little bundle. It raises an interesting question. Which GH character has the most biological connections across the canvas, both past and present? Could this hypothetical baby, let's call them Misha for fun, take the crown? It's not just about lineage, it's about how deep those roots go in the show's family tree. Misha would tie together the Quartermaines, the Cassadines, and even touch the Scorpio Devane family. Is this a new angle for GH? Probably not, but it's fun to imagine how many storylines this baby could weave together. If anyone's keeping track, Misha might just be in the running for the most biologically connected character in GH history. Cyrus's claim that he gave away all his money? Yeah, I never bought that for a second. He's definitely got hidden bank accounts stashed somewhere, probably in places only he can access. When the walls close in, when everyone figures out what he's done to Lulu and Sam, I have a feeling he's not sticking around for a dramatic takedown. No, I'm betting he'll pull a classic soap move and vanish. That's just how these things go, right? It would make for a much more interesting exit. I'll miss him though. He's a standout actor, and it's a shame they turned him into such a thoroughly evil character. He brought something different to the table. Still, I wouldn't put money on it, but disappearing feels like the logical move for Cyrus. Prison again? Too predictable. Here's the twist though, what if Cyrus really has found religion, but in an extreme zealot way? Maybe he genuinely believes he's the only one who can protect and save his family. It's not about power or money anymore. Maybe it never was. He's not out to do evil for evil's sake. It's twisted, sure, but it adds a layer of complexity. He's not just a villain, he's someone who thinks his actions are righteous. If that's the case, his disappearance could feel less like a retreat and more like a mission. It would explain why he acts the way he does, not purely as a criminal mastermind, but as someone who believes he's saving his family, even if it's from themselves. Maybe Dante will be the one to convince Drew to stay at the Quartermaine mansion with Scout, even with Jason lurking around. I've been rewatching the past couple of weeks, and in Alex's office, Drew made a big deal about keeping the kids together. Not that he actually cares, of course, it's more about maintaining appearances. Still, someone will probably convince Drew to let Scout stay where she belongs. But you know what would really be poetic justice? Imagine Michael and Jason blackmailing Drew. They pull out the tape and tell him, if you don't leave, we'll show the whole family. say goodbye to your shiny new political career. Drew would have no choice but to slink off to Washington, D.C., with only visitation rights to Emily Scout. Sweet, sweet karma, right? Of course, it doesn't have to be blackmail. I'd love it to go down like this. Willow excitedly tells Michael she's pregnant, gushing about how thrilled she is that their family is growing. Michael? He says nothing. Instead, they head to the Quartermain mansion, gather all the adults, no kids, this is about to get messy, and announce Willow's pregnancy. Cue congratulations all around. Everyone's beaming, except Drew, who's looking stunned. Then Michael drops the bomb. He shows the video and calmly says, "I'm not sure if the baby's even mine." Every jaw hits the floor. Tracy and Ned? They burst out laughing. Jason just stands there, stone-faced, watching it all unfold. Now that would be a scene worth watching. Drama, scandal, and Quartermain chaos all wrapped up in one perfect moment. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Carly Spencer has been stuck in romantic limbo for a while, but that could change in the coming weeks. Jay's writers have offered some fake-outs regarding Carly's romantic future ever since her breakup with Drew Quartermain. For a while, Carly and Jason Morgan fans had hoped that they might reunite romantically following his return. Jason's survival was a huge relief to Carly, who began bonding with him again once he made his comeback. However, Carly and Jason ultimately decided they like their friendship the way it is. Since Jason and Carly are content with their current connection, fans eventually made predictions that Carly might reunite with Sonny Corinthos instead. GD's writers may have toyed with the idea of a Carson reunion when Carly was giving Sonny an alibi for the night John Jagger Cates faced a grim fate. It's easy to see how they could have leaned into all the fake dating for a real romantic story if they'd wanted to. In the end, the show didn't put Sonny and Carly back together either. Instead, Carly is growing closer to Jack Brennan despite their messy history and complicated connection. Brennan and Carly arguably have some sizzling chemistry that's begging to be explored, but they're taking their sweet time about it. How many times are we going to see Carly plead for help while Brennan does her favors? It's getting pretty repetitive at this point, so let's hope the show plans to finally get the ball rolling on the next phase of this romance. Carly's going to make a daring move during the week of December 2 to 6. So could that involve planting a kiss on Brennan, or even hitting the sheets with him? Regardless, a romance with Brennan seems to be what's next for Carly. It's just a matter of Carly and Brennan surrendering to temptation, so maybe they'll land in the bedroom soon enough. What kind of storylines would you like to see for Carly moving forward? Are you on board with Carly and Brennan becoming a full-fledged couple at some point? It looks like General Hospital alum/diva Kelly Monaco can never stay aloof from the drama. Her fans lost it when she stepped away from GH after 21 years of her blood, sweat, and tears. Yep, Kelly totally owned and slayed the role of Sam McCall. Since Monaco's departure, much has been said and done, but we still don't know her side of the story. But she did drop a few juicy breadcrumbs when clapping back at a random post online. General Hospital fame recently brought some off-screen fireworks to the social media drama. It all started when fans outpoured love to Chad Duell over his exit news. Soon, Kelly was dragged into the conversation, and one problematic post managed to ruffle some serious feathers. The post began with, "Kelly Monaco was fired for her actions. There was no vendetta. She did this herself." Moreover, it accused her of phoning in her performances and claimed she thought she had more power than she did. But Kelly wasn't about to let that slide. Her explosive response sent tremors across Twitter. Monaco asserted, "I do have more power than a job. It's my voice, my experience, my truth." And her next line was a straight-up mic drop moment. "Those who choose to bully behind their power will suffer their own consequences," she announced. The real question is, who is she blaming? The ABC network? Kelly's final moments officially aired on November 1, and it was truly the end of an era. People who had been following Sam's journey through highs and lows couldn't take the blow, and her unscripted hand-heart gesture sank our hearts for real. Interestingly, Kelly's exit was as emotional behind the scenes as it was on the show. A video recorded on her last tape day showed Monaco being grateful to all cast and crew. Additionally, she described them as her first family over the past 25 years. Beyond soaps, Monaco can shake those legs pretty well. Remember her stellar Dancing with the Stars career? She won the Mirror Ball Trophy in 2005 and returned for the All-Star season in 2012. The two-time Daytime Emmy Awards nominee is indeed a television queen, and her legacy is far from over, so trolls have nothing on her. Don't miss out on more sizzling updates about General Hospital celebs only on Soap Opera Daily. What's your take on Kelly's fiery reply? General Hospital spoilers indicate that as Port Charles and fans continue to mourn the loss of Sam McCall, her character's portrayer, Kelly Monaco, is stirring the proverbial pot on social media. Monaco hopped on the social media platform X during the evening of Tuesday, November 27, to set the record straight after an X user posted the following on a thread. Kelly Monaco was fired for her actions. There was no vendetta. She did this herself. She phoned in her performances for years. She thought she had more power than she did. This was in response to a statement on a tweet from another ex-user who alleged that Frank Valentini's, GA's executive producer, personal vendetta against Kelly created a hostile workplace. Monaco replied with, "I do have more power than a job. It's my voice, my experience, my truth." She went on to say, "You can beat someone down until they finally find the power within themselves to recover with grace and dignity. Those whom choose to bully behind their power will suffer their own consequences." Last night's X post was the first time Monaco has tweeted out a response to her GH exit since October 24. At that time, a fan had posted on X, inquiring about a Sam scene leading up to the character's exit. The GH viewer wondered if the "I love you" sign Sam held up as she was being wheeled away to her liver donation surgery was scripted or not, and Monaco replied, "It was not scripted." Whether or not Valentini has a vendetta against Monaco is still up in the air. However, a video of Kelly has surfaced, giving a heartfelt goodbye speech to GH cast and crew on her last day of filming, which was Friday, September 27. In the video, she states, "I've been on this lot for 25 years, and you have all been my family. Not only my second family, but my first family. And I just thank each and every one of you for all these memories and this experience that I'll take with me for the rest of my life." The video pans through the crew applauding and cheering, and Valentini appears to be the only person not clapping. It'll be interesting to see if the truth around Monaco's exit ever fully surfaces. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.